Good morning, everybody. We'll be starting in just 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope everybody's doing fantastic today. I still look like a Wookiee. Still haven't had my haircut. That happens on the 7th. You guys are going to have to bear with me till then. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got my assistant Mia sitting right here. Let's see if you can see her. There she is. Yes, there you go. Yes, that's a good girl, Mia. It's Mia right there. We're hanging out today. She's helping me with the top stocks all morning. Hope everybody's doing good. Let's say hello to everybody and we'll begin. We got Rihanna. We got Stacy, Ivano, Arnolfo, Bernie, the Bears here. We got Michael. We got Javad. She's great traders. Cifazio, James, Gregory, Shemens, George, Minnesota Matt. How are you? Richard, Tom, Delbert, Wade, Dave, Mind. Hey, good morning, Cam. How are you? Walter, Steve, Happy New Year's, everybody. Carlos, Happy New Year's to you, my friend. Scotty, Mary, Tom, Yuri, good morning. Dr. Luke, Tim, Charlie, Clyde, good morning. Michael, Dave, Vertuvian, Fred, good morning, Fred. Happy New Year's to you. Kevin, another Kevin. We got double whammy with Kevin's today. We got Stan, we got Steven, we got Jody, we got Moondog from the gym. Excellent. I had a chance to see Moondog over the weekend on Sunday. He was here. It was nice. Robert, Duzzy, Gregory, Terrence, Piet DeBrock is here. Sapster, Charlie, Adrian, Johnny, Kurt, Hefe, Santiago, Captain Bursey. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Doug, SJL. Gabriel is here. Happy New Year's to everybody. Dave, AG Koopa. Mookie is here. Just Florida is here. Jody, Illinois grain farmer. Retired surveyor David is here. Lloyd. Brian. Good morning, Brian. Hopefully you're liking those small caps that we're doing. Pam, Sandra, Captain Beef, Don, Richie. Good morning, Richie. Going to the DMV today, huh? Steve, Pete, Robert, Deanna, Cam. You know, the DMV here, I went here once when I had to get my license when we moved here 8 years ago. There was nobody in line. It blew my mind away. If you ever been to Los Angeles DMV, then you'd understand what I'm talking about. It's like getting tickets for Rolling Stones in 1972, you know? I mean, it's horrendous. Not one person in line. I was shocked. I remember when I first moved here 8 years ago. Deanna, Cam. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. We have to change our anchored VWAP today. Thank you, Cam. I forgot about that. Today's a good day to do it. I'll do it today at some point. Ann, Naples fan, Gregory, Fogger, Chidori. We got Chidori. We got a lot of people here. Is what we got. Hold on. Let me go back. We got a lot of people here this morning. Let me go back. I'm missing some folks here. Yeah, we got Cam, we got Florin, we got Ann, Naples fan, Greg, Frogger, Chidori, Randy, Raymond. Good morning, Raymond. Good morning, Brian. Brendan, Frex, Henry, Ivano, Harry, Gino, Carla. Good morning, Carla. Brian. Yes, that's right. We'll talk about that. Change your video to 1080. Mike, Alan, Chris, HG's here. Good morning. Happy New Year's to you, HG. Mark, Kevin, Rock, Henry, Captain Beef. Where's my headband? No headbands. Need a hat. That's what I need to do. Start wearing a hat. Russ. Good, 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 good. Jeff, Mark, Susan. Happy trading anniversary. You too, Susan. Brian, Eduardo, High Grounder, Eagle Beagle. Omar, Happy New Year's to you. Shamens, Rock, SJL, Tim, Joe, Robert, Bull Trader. My, I like that. Tamara, Dragon Don, Brian, Don. Uh, Good morning, William. I'll give you a call this week. I'll give you a buzz this week. My wife and my daughter are out of town, so it's a little hectic. I was putting this computer together all day yesterday, setting it up. Now it's ready to go. But I'll give you a call this week. Casey, Tim, Nathan. Good morning, Nathan. Happy New Year's. Matt, Bob. Good morning, Bob. Bill, Stacy, Mitch. Good morning, Mitch. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Bob, Becky, Lopez, RP Costa Blanca. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, colder there than it is here. 62 here. Manuel, CJ, Bob, Marlon. Good morning. Brian, Culp, Dante, Gary. Um, Trading View Tuesday. I should come in there and learn some stuff about Trading View. I'm trying to set mine up. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Greg, Bob, Steve, Richard, Bob, DRM, George, James, Art, Jesse, Don, Sandy, Colette, Bullwriter. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. And if I didn't pronounce your name or if I missed your name, I apologize. I'm not doing it on purpose. We got Rebecca, Diamond Jen, John, Sherman, Leo, Lloyd. I want to go fast. Not with the market, you don't. We got Joe, we got Bullwriter, Colette, Sandy. Good morning, everybody. And again, if I missed your name, I'm not doing it on purpose. Just a lot of folks here. Sassy Trainer's back. A lot of folks who I haven't seen in a while are back. Jason is back. Matt is back. This is fantastic. We got the whole mishpucha here. Ron is here. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Kai is here. Good morning. All right, folks, we got a lot to talk about today. And remember, earnings season is almost upon us. All right. Mitch says, doing good, had back surgery, took a break off, doing well. Good. Happy New Year's to you, Mitch. I hope this year is your best year ever. Genevieve, good morning. Bobby, Kathleen, good morning, everybody. And now let's get to business. Now, officially, in my opinion, the new year for the stock market starts this week. Usually I see institutions start coming in around the 5th and 6th. Today is the 5th. I would imagine by tomorrow we'll have most institutions on there. I haven't heard anything from Dr. Serena. I'm going to email her today. I know she had some health problems, but I will be emailing her. And seeing how she's doing. Good morning, Jen. Good morning, Penny. Good morning. Good to see you, Penny. Let us know about Fort Lauderdale. Let us know how you like it. I had no idea TradeStation was there till you told me about it. Also, lastly, before I forget, thanks for reminding me, Brian. Before we start, make sure you go to the Gearbox and make sure you're watching at 1080p. You're not watching at 720 or 480, 1080p or bust, okay? Especially if you're on a wireless device, it'll make the it'll make the viewability a little more tangible for you, okay? And don't forget, if you enjoy this, if you benefit from this, give us a thumbs up. If you don't benefit and enjoy it, give us a thumbs down. It helps us with our Google rankings from what I understand. This is what I'm told, okay? And I'll post some links in just a few minutes here. Let me just, CT is here. All right, let's begin. So far, the market's looking pretty stable. Not blue chips, but tech is like going crazy. But I'm assuming if tech is going crazy, we'll see some follow through in blue chips anyway. Mid caps are up. The S&P macro is up. NASDAQ is up. So far, the market is looking really, really good. Yeah, Brian, me too. It puts me all the time. All the time. 720 all the time. Don't settle for 720 because your viewability is going to be crap. I'm watching myself right now at 1080, and it's actually pretty good. At 720, it's not. Okay? I want you guys to actually see what I'm talking about. So make sure you go to the Gearbox and set it to 1080p for your own benefit. Okay? Don't do it for me. Do it for yourself. I will. I'm gonna email her. I'm gonna email her today. Hey Herb, good to see you. I'm gonna email her afterward. Here, let me put this. Dr. Suri. No. Yeah, there we go. I put myself a little reminder. Oh, you're welcome, Tony. Okay, so things to watch this week. Again, with these delayed reports, man. These delayed reports are really messing us up. Today we have ISM manufacturing. That's going to be a pretty important report. We've got the employment situation. So we've got a lot of stuff this week. But I'm telling you right now, the most important thing is this employment situation, okay? And consumer sentiment. But with consumer sentiment, we didn't get it last week. So I'm really curious about that. And we have a bunch of Fed speakers, and we actually have earnings starting up. So we do have quite a lot of things developing this week. And yes, this is officially the first week of the year as far as the markets go. You can even see by the amount of people here, we're starting to get a little busier. People are starting to come in. I'm seeing a lot of folks I haven't seen in a while, like Linda. Good morning, Linda. Uh, hey, Murray. Good to see you. Good to see you. Bond market. So again, manufacturing today. This is important. This is important, and employment situation. All this delayed stuff. Does anybody? Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Maybe you guys can help me out. Does anybody know when we're going to stop getting the delayed data and it's that part is going to be over? Does anybody know? Like really know, not guess. If you guys know, please tell me because I don't know. It's something I should know, but I don't know. Um, Anyway, it'll be great to get rid of this delayed data, but this is the big report, and this is not delayed. Hey, Jesse, good to see you. This is not delayed, okay? And this is not delayed either, right here. And again, Fed speakers, we got Barkin, we got Bowman speaking. I can't wait to see what she has to say. And we got these two angels speaking in on Friday. And again, I'll talk about earnings. I'm going to see if I have time. I'm going to get you an earnings update today for the VIP room. Okay, we'll talk about VIP room in a few minutes. Bond market. I don't like this, folks. I don't like this. We are a little higher today, so we're looking okay right now. Overall, this is not making me happy at all. This is a big, big red flag for me, okay? And I'm looking for a breakdown, a confirmation breakdown right here, below this level, right here, to trigger, which is right around 87, 86, 90, 87. This is not good. This is not good, my friends. This is not going to lead us anywhere. Well, this is going to lead us to higher interest rates on things that really matter. Okay. I'm not happy with this at all. So I don't like the bond market at all. There's a few things that I don't like. Okay. There's a few things I don't like. Yeah, I'm going to reach out to her today. I believe this is the only earnings week. Most start. Yeah, most start next week. Yes. Just a few starts. Just a few start this week. Gold is looking beautiful. I told you last week that I really like this gold coming here. We're now starting to get above the VWAP, which is where I want to buy it. I actually told you specifically I want the price to erase 60% of basically I want 60% to be covered, and that would put us somewhere right here around 460. Nothing has changed. I still like gold around here. We're able to maintain this channel. All this global buffoonery is not going to be good for the gold market, okay? It's not. It leads to uncertainty, okay? US dollar. US dollar is now breaking up higher. This is positive for the US dollar. It's not really great for the US stock market, but it is good for the economy. If the dollar goes up, it actually puts some pressure on the gold market and on the energy market. We are breaking above the 100-day line. What I'm going to say here is not so fast. I mean, I do like what I'm seeing. I'm encouraged by this, but I want to see more. I want us to get above the 50-day, which is at 99. So we got to get above here. This pink line is not going to be here after today, okay? I'm going to, as a matter of fact, I'll just set it later. I don't want to mess with it right now, but I will take care of this today. Mid-January 2026. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Prey Trading BTX. I don't even know what that name means, but Prey Trader, Prey Trading. That's Prey Trading is what I'll call you. Hey, Leo, good to see you. Good to see you, Leo. Francisco, good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Rick, good to see you. Good to see you. Stacy, Jesse, Linda, good to see everybody. A lot of folks who I haven't seen in a few weeks are here, which is fantastic. Okay. I like this as far as the US dollar. We got to continue this and we have to break through this level. Once we're above 99, I'll be happier. This can just reverse and put us back kind of like these bars right here. This is the overnight data, so I wouldn't put too much effort into it right now. Crude oil. Crude oil is consolidating still. Crude oil is not having very much impact. It's only up 1%. And by the way, this Venezuela thing that happened, it actually over time should bring energy prices down. Venezuela has the biggest reserve, and uh, the wolf is in the chicken coop, right? America is now controlling Venezuela, and Venezuela has the biggest oil reserve. It's not good. It's very thick oil. It's very similar to the oil we actually make in North America. Excuse me, in America, not North America, in America, and it has to be processed a lot. But nonetheless, it's the largest reserve. They actually have more than the Middle East. Okay, so I find it very interesting that America loves to mess with countries that have huge resources. It's obviously just a coincidence, wink, wink. But we are now in control of Venezuela for whatever time, and they do have the largest oil reserve. That should make oil prices cheaper, not more expensive. Okay. Canada, yeah, 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 yeah. So just FYI, but so far we're seeing a positive, a bullish impact, if you want to call it that, although it's not too much. Venezuela recoverable reserves are sub 100 billion in the current target. Yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly, exactly. FXI, China had like a huge day overnight, and now it's coming off a little bit. But this is what we're basing. This is one of the biggest moves it had in the last few months. It's driven by AI and technology. This is coming off. This is the overnight market now. The Chinese day session is our night session, and Chinese night session is our day session. So this is their overnight session right now. This was their day session. This is our night session, and this is the overnight session. You understand? So this is China at night right now. We're getting to China at night right now. Just so you guys understand how it works, okay? Uh, I like that one. Pray trade. They do force you to pray a lot. I get it. I get it. I get what you're coming from. I understand. Also, folks, let me give you some links. VIP room. I'll be doing another educational session today on small caps. I think you guys are going to really love it. Here it is. There's that. Uh, here is here's customer service live. And here is my Telegram channel, my free Telegram channel, where I post a lot of goodies all the time for you guys. Give you free trades. And by the way, I've been giving a lot of free trades, actionable trades in the VIP room, and I've been getting a lot of emails that you guys have actually been making money on those scalping trades. I'm very happy about that. Good morning, Eagle Beagle. Good to see you here. That was funny. That was a good one, Eagle Beagle. That was very funny. Very, very funny. I like that one. All right, so be careful because China did rally pretty hard, but now it's cooling off a little bit. Bitcoin, interesting, right? Bitcoin is supposed to go up when energy prices go down, right? Energy prices are up a point and Bitcoin is up. That's because of Venezuela. This is actually a very bullish move for Bitcoin because eventually Bitcoin traders know that U.S. taking over Venezuela is not a bullish move for the energy market. It's actually a bearish move for the energy market. Notice crude oil is not in a rush to run away with the circus. It can't even get up to the upper end of this trend line, and the trend line is bearish. So I wouldn't expect too much upside from the energy market here, okay? All right. I don't know how anybody can like Maduro. I don't know how anybody could like Maduro, a Trump lover or not Trump lover. I don't know how anybody can love. I don't think it has anything to do with Trump. I don't think it's possible to like that guy. He's a criminal. All right. My question is, how come we can't do this with Putin, right? But this is actually let me just say something really smart. I'm not going to give Trump credit for this because I don't think he's smart enough to come up with this. But this Venezuela thing could actually be really, really good for Ukraine because if oil prices go down, it's going to make Putin end the war faster. So this Venezuela thing could be a double whammy. Okay, so actually, whoever gave Trump the idea of doing it was a pretty smart guy because it's a way to kill two birds with one stone politically in a very, very non-direct way. And I think it's brilliant. Okay. I know we all know the answer, Nathan. We all know the Nathan. We all know the answer. I'm being sarcastic. Of course. Putin, Vladimir. No, we got to stop that. We got to cut that out. We got to cut that out. That's but anyway, no. All right. So Bitcoin is moving up because this Venezuela move is actually pretty bearish for the oil market over time. And I like seeing Bitcoin up because Bitcoin is now part of the economy, which puts which puts which puts energy stocks a little higher up. Okay, let's continue. We're doing good on time. Does anybody want me to tell me what the catalysts are as I begin going through them? We don't have a lot. Mia, you want to give me the catalysts, Mia? Mia, look at this. She's just sitting here watching me. You want to give me the catalysts, Mia? You want to give me all the catalysts? She's sitting taking in the analysis. She's a good girl. Yes, yes. What a sweetheart. What a sweetheart. All right. Yeah. All right. All right. It is sad, but it is what it is. Oh, if I wish I'd love to be alone with Putin in a room for a couple hours. Whew, that guy. I I don't like that guy. March futures are up 0.27. Nasdaq is up 0.64. Actually, things are looking very good today. Nothing is looking bad, being driven by technology. I like this. I'm seeing some institutional accumulation coming in. We're pointing to a higher open. The military operation. Folks, military operations do not cripple the stock market. Credit crunches cripple the stock market. Okay? I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this again. Energy war doesn't impact the stock market. Credit crunch is what, kryptonite, Superman kryptonite, credit crunch, stock market. Take a look at every major sell-off in the stock market driven by credit. Credit. Perfect, Mark. Good to see you. Good to see you, Rock. Naples fan. Oh, he's an expert in judo, is he now? Yeah. Yeah, lock me in a room with him. I'll take that Putin on. Me and Mia will get him. All right, U.S. ousted Venezuela, and China has a big problem with this. Anytime China has a problem with something, that's a good thing for the U.S. U.S. ousted President Maduro in a surprise military operation. Isn't it amazing how effective America is in doing things like this? I mean, it's one minute he's there, next thing he's here. I mean, our military is just amazing. That's what I will tell you. President Trump said on Saturday that U.S. would run Venezuela. This is the only thing I'm having problems with. That's not. I like it, but it's not kosher. They should put in a government. We shouldn't be running Venezuela. It's a sovereign country. Or unless they're looking to transition to new leadership within the next couple of days, then it makes sense. See, the timing remains unclear. That's the problem here. This is the part I'm having problems with right here. This part is great. This is what I'm having problem with. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, NASDAQ is killing it. Lower bond yield is supporting futures. Don't get too excited about the bond yield right now. It's up only 0.15, and this is not looking great. This is an A line right here. Setup. We got non-farm payroll. That's the big news that I was talking about on Friday. We paid off his bodyguard millions. Oh, yeah. Does anybody want to give me the catalysts? Catalysts. Come on, guys. Catalysts. As I go through this. Catalysts. Maduro's gone. All thugs are still there. We paid off bodyguard. Oh, boy. You guys are funny. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we need someone to transition that's theirs. Because otherwise it puts too much, it makes America look like bullies. All right. You guys know more about it than I do. Friday, we had chip stocks. moving up. Remember Micron? Remember somebody was debating me whether Micron was a good stock or not Friday morning before it went up 10% and $25, and all of you made a lot of money. And I was telling you that I really like Micron because it was the strongest stock. And then I got a bunch of emails saying, well, I think you were right about Micron, Roger. I think Micron was a good bet. Remember Friday, Micron? Mm-hmm. Cheryl, ISM Manufacturing, energy chips, crypto. Energy chips, crypto, and Japan is what I have. So you guys are not doing so bad. Okay. The body wanted to live. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. On the bearish side, we had Tesla and Microsoft drop. That's not good. Those are mega caps. Mega caps. That's very bad. Very, very bad. What's going on, Mia? Relax. She can't find a good place to lay down. On Friday, we have global manufacturing kept revised in line. Philadelphia president said on Saturday central banks could be in a position to cut rates further if inflation eases, but indicated that any additional reduction may not come immediately. I see moderation. Me too. I think June. They think March. I think June or May. And I think June. We're not off that much. We're only off by like 2 months, or maybe even less. If all that happens, then some modest further adjustments to the fund rate would be appropriate later in the year. I agree. And Micron is still up 10%. Do you guys remember somebody was arguing with me about, not arguing with me, just talking about Micron, how Micron was a loss, and then Micron opened up and then ba-boom. All right. U.S. futures are pricing in at 81% that nothing is going to happen. December non-farm payroll report will be the main highlight this week. That happens on Friday. I am expecting market volatility and volume to pick up. We got the JOLTS job opening. We've got ADP. We got all these delayed reports that I'm not going to pay any attention to. But I am going to be paying attention to, hold on a second. Where is I don't see the JOLTS report here, actually. Maybe I'm blind today. This is the big one right here. This is the big one right here, and ISM Manufacturing. Hope she made money on Friday. Oh, I hope so. I hope she did. The gal who was here about Micron, did you make out okay? Was there? I forgot the name of the person, but let me know if you made out okay on Micron. Yeah, Intel, that's a chip stock. Intel is a chip stock. That's a chip stock. That's not Infotech, Charlie. That's SMH. Okay, let's continue. We got a lot of comments. We got earnings coming out with Constellation Brand, APLD, and GEF later this week. I'm going to try to give you the prognosis, what the expectations is, so we can put it together. Let's see. Happy New Year's. Key catalyst, price of physical silver. Does not reflect silver price. Okay. Manufacturing be released in a couple of hours. Europe is up 0.66, kicking off the first week of New Year. Defensive stocks led the gain on Monday. Well, that makes sense. We have an intervention in Venezuela. Heightened escalation of threatening environment. Tech and mining stocks also advanced, which is fantastic. China closed higher, surpassing the 4,000 mark for the first time in 3 months. Sorry, it wasn't China. It wasn't Japan. It was China. China was a catalyst. I wrote the wrong country. Sorry about that. China. AI-related growth. Bank of America analysts say that innovative-led growth, particularly AI. Here's the problem. They're having a problem with their real estate, but they're doing really good with AI. So they're looking for AI to rescue the property slump. That's kind of what I just pretty much said in a nutshell right there. Japan closed higher, hit more than a 2-month high. I guess Japan and China are in play today. That's good for U.S. markets. Chip stocks were amongst the biggest gainers. That's SMH, that's semiconductors, not Infotech. Defense stocks jumped on expectations of increased demand for military equipment. I have a lot of cool stocks on my watch list. Most of the stocks on my watch list are A-lines today. I have about 15 to 20 A-lines, which is a really bullish sign for the market. Energy stocks are a catalyst today. Crypto stocks are a catalyst today. Now, notice crypto's up and energy's up. Crypto's up because they know that long term, this is not a bullish play for energy. It's a bearish play. And chip stocks are up. And again, we have global environments, okay? Denny's is closed too? Did they close all Denny's? Did they close all Denny's, or did they just close? Did they just close? I don't remember the name of the person. I don't remember who it was. I don't want to pick on anybody, especially if they took a loss. But I think she bought options that expired on Friday. But even if she bought options that expired on Friday, she should have done well. Hey, Helen, if it was you and if you're here, can you let us know how you did on Micron? No, we just want to know. That's all. I just want to know that you made money if you're here today. That's all. I'm not trying to be an ass or anything like that. Just let us know. We want to know if you made money on it. Because I mean, it did rally 30 points after the morning show. See, it had to be patient on Micron. Want to take the $10 gain. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, let's talk about stocks. Infotech is still leading. You remember what I said this year. I don't think this is going to be the leader ending this year. I think chip stocks and XLK are going to lead. I think we're going to have a renaissance in AI and chip stocks before the end of this year. Put the call ratio. Remember last week we were up here. We're now all the way down to 83. We have stability here. Wow. 150 stores? Whew. Wow. That sucks. When I was a kid in the 80s, we used to go to Denny's after partying at the clubs in Hollywood. Anyways, I'll tell you a funny story about that one time. So implied volatility. So put the call ratio stable. We went from being extremely oversold, which we didn't really look like we did, but we did, to being fairly stable right now. Just when I remembered just when I figured out how to use the word Chipotle, they decide to close their stores, huh? See, this is what happens when I learn how to say the word Chipotle. They decide to close their stores. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Volatility is still moving higher. And by the way, even if the market moves higher, volatility could move higher, especially in light of war. The fact that volatility is up and tech is up is a red flag. So I'm thinking the market will open higher, but maybe not this much higher. And the Dow is already cooling, taking some downside. So I would be cautious today, folks. I would be cautious. This may be a little too much too fast. And it's a Monday. It's a Monday. Okay. There's a couple of things I want to show you that are red flags here. Okay. For example, look at NASDAQ 100. Only 42% of stocks are trading above the 50-day moving average. Look at this thing. Look at this. This is not great. This is not great. Okay. So there's a couple of things here that I'm not liking. Okay. I don't like the fact that we have instability in the NASDAQ 100 and the NASDAQ composite only 42%. If you look at the S&P 500, you got 57, 59, but this is really low. This is really, really low, and I'm hoping this is going to bounce up fast. Hopefully, if we have a rally next 2 days, this will be over 50%. Yeah, I don't think Chipotle is closing. I don't think Chipotle is closing. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see anything about that. I didn't read anything about that. Put the call ratio already talked about. Volatility is still moving up. We're now above the 15-day EMA. This is a red flag right here, folks. This is a red flag. Yes, it's a red flag because volatility can spike pretty quickly and we're already above. I would have expected today with the bond market being higher, excuse me, even by one. Oh, now it's negative. See, it was up about 15, 17 ticks earlier. Now it's going down. This is not good for the stock market. I'm telling you right now. That's a red flag. And this is a major red flag right here. That's a major red flag. Um, um, let's look at let's look at sectors. Do we have stability in sectors? Oops. Okay. Energy, Bitcoin, semiconductors, utilities. Anytime you see utilities near semiconductors, you know that's a red flag. You got basic material, industrial, and real estate here, but home builders are here, retail is here, Russell 2000, everything interest rate is here. Look where technology is. Look where financials is. Look where consumer discretionary is. And more importantly, look where QQQ is. You see QQQ? You see QQQ? That's not good. That's not good. QQQ, consumer discretionary. This is not a good way to start the year. By the way, I've mentioned this at least a dozen times, but if anybody here is not sure, I'll be talking about financials in just a second. If anybody's still not sure, just want you guys to know that the New Year's rally is usually triggered by retail, right here, retail. And it ain't, I'm not seeing any retailers rallying right now. Okay. As a matter of fact, look at retail. Look at the chart of retail. Made a high here, couldn't break out, and now coming down. So I'm not loving this at all. I'm not loving how this is looking. This needs this is still very much consolidated. What about number of stocks making 90-day highs and lows? Only 81. We don't have clear momentum yet. Now, this could be because we're just starting the New Year's, but this is not beautiful, okay? And 90-day lows, we hardly have anything. Now, I'm not saying we're bearish, but we're not bullish. We're just kind of, again, we're just kind of drifting in this little thing. Now, the 1 month highs are starting to move right here. We're starting to move. We're starting to get some volatility. So I'm hoping this will start moving into the 90-day highs. Otherwise, it'll just be a false breakout. The 1 month highs have to transition to 3 month highs. If they start declining, that's a false breakout, okay? All right. Helen says, I did have the wrong expiration on Micron, but I liked out on Friday's bird. Okay, good. So you did make money, Helen. Yay. Excellent. Excellent. Nice. See, even Helen made money and she was complaining about Micron. It's hard not to make money when the stock moves up 30 points in a day. And as Helen, as I said to you last week, it was the strongest stock on Wall Street on Friday, heading into the day. It was the strongest stock on Wall Street on Friday. Okay. So I had a lot of confidence in that stock. Okay, let's look at the sectors. S&P 500. Before you get too excited, look at where we're at. Folks, this is not here, not there. Literally, this is called not here, not there. We're nowhere, no man's land. We're literally at the 8-day. There's no trend here. There's nothing here. Nothing here, okay? QQQ. Not only are we not in a trend, we're literally at the 50-day moving average. The only saving grace is, see this bar right here? Okay, look. See how the low and the low and the low tie in with each other? I'm hoping that's a pivot low and we start coming up. Nothing good's going to happen till we're above 629.46. And I told you that about 2 weeks ago. We're still in this area. We got to get out of this area. This is going to cause you to lose money on your swing trades. You understand? Because look, you're sitting right at the 50-day moving average. So it's like this. When it's above the 50-day, you got up. When it's below, you got some downside. When you're at the 50, you got this. Roger, how come my options just decaying and not making any money? Because there's no movement to the market. There's no movement. You see this? There's no movement. You don't have 100 stocks, large caps making highs, and you have 64 making lows. You have no movement. You've got less than 50% of stocks. You got 58% of stocks trading below the 50-day moving average on the QQQ. There's nothing there. We're literally at the 50-day, and here's your support line. As I said before, the lows are getting higher, but the highs are not. What you have here is a ascending triangle in the making, but it has to still fill up all this space. So look, let me just show you what I mean. See how, oh, Matt got a flat tire. He's changing it now. Sorry, I didn't, Matt just let me know he'll be late. Always something with that boy. Always something. So you see right here, we're just not doing anything. We're not doing anything. I'd be careful. Iron condors were great last week, but remember, volume is supposed to pick up this week. So in theory, what we're supposed to see is a breakout above this area right here, 623, and a breakout above here. But if this is going to continue, look how much you've got here. All this is consolidation. I need to see a breakout of this pattern ASAP. Otherwise, see this? Look on the weekly basis. This is a weekly. You see this ascending triangle? Mia, 1 second. Let me kick her out of here. Hold on. She keeps turning my computer on. So you see this? Look at the daily. This is weekly. Look at daily. See how this triangle is forming here? The lows are getting higher. Now look when I switch to weekly. You have a nice tight ascending triangle here. And usually ascending triangles fill up and then break higher. But the problem is look how much more time we have for this thing to fill up. So in theory, based on this pattern that we're seeing, we're supposed to just consolidate and go tighter and tighter and tighter and make higher lows. In theory, I don't know how it'll break out, but you see how we're holding on to these? Being mindful of this. This is the QQQ right now. The SPY is not doing that. The SPY is just doing nothing. It's just doing nothing. Okay? Nothing. QQQ, ascending triangle. I like it that it's ascending triangle, but what's going to happen here? It still has to fill all this in. IWN, bouncing, Russell 2000, bouncing off the 50-day moving average. I like that. I like this a lot. Now we have to get above this level right here. Oops. We got to get above this level right here. Otherwise, we just consolidate. We got to get above this VWAP right here, which is that quarterly VWAP. But I like how we bounced off the 50. I like how we made a higher low here. I like it, but again, it doesn't put us in a bad situation, but it doesn't put us in an immediate good situation either. It's basically telling us that we're still consolidating a lot. Mega caps, the mags. Netflix is down today. There was a couple of mega caps that were down today. What was it? Microsoft, Netflix. Look at mags. Mags usually are the driving bus. Look what mags are doing. We're below the 50, between the 50 and the 100. This is not a great look for the mags. Very, very sloppy. Equal weighted SPY, just consolidating right here. Looks like it wants to come back up here. Looks like this is a low pivot. Looks like it wants to come up here. But again, look at all this consolidation. Point here is we have a lot of stuff to get above before we break out. See that? Look at IWM. See that? Look at QQQ. See that? Look at SPY. You see that? Every one of these has something we have to overcome. Tesla and Microsoft. Thank you. Thank you very much. And folks, if you're just coming in here, please give us a thumbs up, and please make sure you're watching at 1080p. Right here. Make sure you're watching at 1080p. And give us a thumbs up one time if you guys are getting benefit out of this. Also, here are my links. VIP room. We'll do another educational session and talk about earnings and give you a full market update in the VIP room today. Can't wait to see how the market turns out next couple of hours. And here is Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show from 10 to 1. And here's a link to my free Telegram channel. And if you're not in my free Telegram channel, oy vey is what I'm going to say. But the consolidation is from low volume from the holiday. Yes, it is. That's why I'm saying I want to see how it starts trading during regular holiday. And I want to see it break out really fast. That was one of the caveats, Sebastian, that it's holiday. But something needs to happen. Because you see, the problem is the bond market. You see this bond market? I don't care how strong the stock market is. If this bond market breaks down, you're going to have a big problem. Okay. Let me give you levels. Now. I'll give you some top stocks, and then I got to get out of here and do my small caps. Bye. Let's erase all this. This will be interesting today with all this, all this movement that we've seen. There's that. There's that. And there's that. There's one more right there. That's nice. I could live with that. Okay, let me give that to you. Buy levels. I know a lot of you love these levels, so I'm gonna give you my levels. QQQ levels. Let's do that. See how QQQ's been coming. Here it's been a second. Oh, let me hold on a second. Let's see something here. Yeah, let me give you QQQ. Yeah, that's it. Q. Mm-hmm. It actually looks really good right there. Okay. Okay. I could live with that. SMH levels. Let's do SMH levels. By the way, speaking of SMH, you know what? I don't think I showed it to you on a daily basis. I think I forgot. Let's look at SMH real quick. I think that's the only one we missed today. Yeah, they're looking amazing. Remember I told you 2026 SMH leading the way? They're breaking out. They have no overhead resistance. SMH is beautiful. And SMH is a very speculative leading index. So just FYI. Looks very nice. Very nice. Okay. Okay. Let me put this up for you guys. There's SMH levels. Let's do IWM. Let's do IWM. Okay. I think that's good. Let's do this. I'm posting this in the Telegram channel for you guys, so you have these, okay? And let's do TLT. Look at the bond market. This is not good. This is not good at all. Also very choppy overnight. Okay. It's about as good as I'm going to get it for you guys right here. Hard to draw these levels when we're moving very directionally, obviously. Uh, Sorry about that. All right. TLT levels. All right. Oh, it didn't it didn't copy correctly. Hold on. There we go. Let me delete this. Put this here. Look how fast Telegram is. Instant. Boom. Instant. Love that. Okay, now let me give you stocks that I'm looking at for this morning. Okay. Um, yeah, you want me to quickly look at silver? I will, but usually silver does exactly what gold does here. Let's take a look. Yep, it's looking good. It's looking really good, just like gold. Just like gold. Okay. Usually everything I say about silver applies to gold. All right, stocks to the short side. Let me give you stocks that I'm looking at to the short side. Hey Tony, hey Hopiamatic, hey Kirk. Good to see everybody. Netflix. People are asking me why mega caps are down. Look at Netflix. HPQ. Yeah, I don't like this bond market. And volume, by the way, volume on bonds right now is very high. Yeah, it's higher than usual. And it was higher than usual on Friday too. Look, you could see it right here. Yeah. Okay. HP, CPRT. Talk about a crappy stock. I've been giving you this stock for months, by the way. Now, notice a lot of tech stocks are on the chopping block. It's not great. Now, Pan W, Pan W, GTLB, Orly. I'd be careful with silver and gold. Volatility's high. Don't go holding too many shares. Orly Auto Parts not doing really well. DT, Dynatrace. Looks like bonds are starting to come up right at my support right here. It's nice. We'll see if that holds. DT, sorry, I'm kind of doing two things at once. DTZ, this is my short list. Z, SJM, VITL, and ZS. That's my short list. ZS. Now let me give you my long list. FCX. Look at that. Nice gap up. These are all A lines, by the way. Morgan Stanley. Look at this. And these are all together. Don't trade all of them, just one. Just pick one. Nice A line on Morgan Stanley. Nice A line on Schwab. Nice A line on Wells Fargo. Nah, they're not correlated. Nah. And Citibank. This is why I always tell you guys just trade one. One. A lot of you folks take too many trades. This one isn't there yet, but if it breaks above this level, it is. So almost there, Citibank. I like Morgan Stanley and Schwab the best. On semiconductors, a lot of A lines today. On semiconductors, Western Digital. Thanks, George. Western Digital. And if I'm not answering any of your emails, please feel free to send me an email. Roger@rogerscott.com. A lot of people think my email is rogerscott@rogerscott.com. It's not. It's just roger@rogerscott.com. Okay. UPS, if it breaks out of this area, you have a nice flag breakout there. RTX, defense stocks, defense stocks. Very nice right there. JCI, one to a customer. I like that, Rick. Nice consolidation breakout here. Very nice. Volume isn't high, but Albemarle. Bonds are moving up. Albemarle, nice breakout right here. Now, this one you might have heard last week. United Airlines. United Airlines is looking good. Dollar Tree. Yes, many of these will have earnings in the next 2 weeks. Penny is absolutely right. Look at this A line on Dollar Tree. Estee Lauder. NUE. SWK. I'd be careful with this one. I would wait for a breakout. I'm not loving this one. There's better stocks than this. Let's cross it off our list. STLD. That's a nice breakout right there. Nice A-line breakout right there. Very nice. And CMI, a lot of engineering stocks. A lot of engineering stocks. That's a nice breakout. All right, folks, I will be in the so what am I expecting today? It's a Monday. We have some Fed data. I like what I'm seeing. I would be careful though. I would be very, 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 very careful because we have some divergence between blue chips and techs. We have a bond market that's actually not doing that great, and it's a Monday. I think we'll know after the first hour if we're going to have a choppy or a range day today. If you're in profits, take profits on techs in the morning with the idea of getting back in later in the day. All right. Here is my link to the VIP room where I'll be talking about earnings, the next earnings cycle today, giving you another full update and talk a little more about the small caps. I think people have been really enjoying it quite a bit and give you a full update. Here's the link for that. Here is the link for Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. Please don't forget to visit from 10 to 1. And here is my Telegram channel where I give free goodies and free trades and all this good stuff all the time. All right. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, and I will see you at noon. Bye, everybody. Have a great day and Happy New Year's, everybody. Bye, everybody. If you have a question about something I didn't talk about, bring it up at VIP room today, and I'll have time. I just don't have time. I have to do the small caps right now. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Be careful today. It's Monday, and institutions are just starting to come in right now. We don't have a lot of volume. It's easy to put these stocks up and down. We have a lot of stocks that are blue chips that are moving up. Be cautious today. Be cautious. Don't be wait for follow through, okay? And wait for the Nasdaq to be over